Hi guys. Today we're going to be reacting to some analog horror. More specifically, an analog horror video called the Oddity Compendium. Now this analog horror series is actually made by the same creator who made the Boiled One phenomenon. And we already reacted to that. And you guys already know, I found that series very, very scary. So I'm assuming this one is going to be even scarier. But before we react to it, we can't react to an analog horror series with the lights on. The lights gotta be off! And now that the lights are off, let's get straight to it! Alright, let's see how scary this is.
The Oddity Compendium, a beginner's anomaly education program.
Okay, education program, let's get it.
Welcome to the Oddity Compendium.
Thank you.
Today, we will be learning about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe.
Okay.
These strange phenomena can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events in anomalous time periods.
Alright.
Important.
The
following information has been acquired from realities that may be separate from the one you are currently residing in.
Okay.
Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of incompatible information may result in a conscious reality fracture.
What is a conscious reality fracture? What does that even mean? Installment number 1, Fox Beds, a land of forgotten faces and geometric knowledge beyond belief. Okay, I don't even know what this means. What will we learn today? Your own bed may be harboring a hunger for your flesh? What? What? Sleep with the cold fan on if possible. Oh, I already do that. I sleep with the cold fan. Believe it or not, it's hard for me to sleep without the room being cold. The room needs to be extremely cold in order for me to have a very good sleep. I hate waking up and it's hot as heck. The room needs to be cold. If you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family's gone, interacting with the headless corpses that remain in their state should be avoided? What? If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you get a rush of brilliant ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug and withdrawals can kill? What? What does that even mean? Oddity 1, Flesh Beds. Category Parasite.
Flesh beds or mattress.
Oh! That's in my bed! Flesh beds? Or...
species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses.
Huh?
The body of a dormant flesh bed appears identical to a standard mattress.
Huh?
However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin.
Oh! When was this? When did this start happening?
They were first discovered in the late 1960s.
1960s.
When the mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need.
Huh?
The people who received them at Mattress Folk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations.
What the?
The first reported victim was 19-year-old Alice Digere.
What? Why are you guys laughing? That's not funny! Why were they laughing? What's so funny about that?
Been sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance.
What?
After noticing the stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting parasite, several hundred years.
Sulfur. Isn't that, I may be wrong here. Listen, I didn't pay too much attention in class. But isn't sulfur like the smell of, like, fart or something? Like when you fart, does it have sulfur or something? I don't know, man. I didn't pay attention in chemistry class. I don't know this stuff.
Bones and a half-digested Alice. The method in which mattress folks sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty.
What is funny?
After they awake, they slowly unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. It's very gradual and happens underneath its body so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested.
This is why I sleep with the fan on next to my bed. you have to have a fan on when you sleep next to your bed, so that way you're not sweating and it's not hot and you feel cool and relaxed. Bro, a feast fit for a king? What is
Not much is
funny?
known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with a mycelial network many years ago.
What the?
Autopsies of flesh-dead's digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s.
1600s? That was like 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, that's like almost 4,000 years ago, if I'm doing the math correctly. Or no, 400 years ago. And I don't know!
Odd thing to note is that the mattress folk themselves contain DNA belonging to humans as well. One instance shared DNA in a blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time that the mattress folk were assumed to have come into existence.
Napoleon, that name sounds
It might be
familiar.
a good idea to throw out that mattress that feels just a bit too warm lately.
Yeah.
You might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night.
Oh no, that is actually gross! That is gross!
Tight, and don't let the bed
What
tight.
is that? What is that? Is that real? Headless macrocosm?
A headless macrocosm is a sub-reality nearly identical to Earth's save, for the fact instead of humans, pale headless corpses remain in their stead.
Oh! Oh, that is creepy!
Corpses, though
That is creepy!
breathe through the holes in their necks.
What?
Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random
I got
intervals. These
goosebumps!
beings are identical
I got
in appearance to
goosebumps!
one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The
What?
headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur.
Huh?
There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth.
That
Every
is
single
funny!
legend recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their home realities. No one back in their own parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste
Anti-reality?
compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmful to existential fabric.
What
The
the?
humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times.
Huh?
Fun fact. Humans have coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies.
What the?
Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two.
What
A
the?
man residing in the headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies.
Oh, this is why you don't go outside alone! You always bring a partner with you when you're about to go explore the woods or the forest and you might not know what could happen to you. You need an extra person with you. You never know what could happen. Never go outside alone.
This body, just before motionless it then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck.
What?
His name was
What the?
After the corpse had placed Michael's head where its own should be, an event occurred back on Earth in the year 2061 that resulted in governmental
2061? We're only in 2024. How's this taking place in a year that didn't even exist yet? 2061?
intervention. A family's call to the authorities described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard.
Oh.
The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved.
Yeah.
The following photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's
What
body
the-
head is affixed atop its frail neck.
Oh my god, I got
Was
goosebumps!
taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was removed from the premises and taken to an upscale anomaly testing site.
What?
Apparently, this corpse was attempted.
Oh!
These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to reconnect with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease.
Hold up, I gotta pause! What is going on? What is going
disease appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the headless macrocosm deems you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with fellow patients. But don't worry, it's a rare diagnosis. Another fun fact. Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth.
What?
As mentioned earlier, the headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive...
Hold up. I feel like I've seen this before, like in a dream. Yo, I've seen this before in a dream. Getting like weird deja vu right now.
The universe
I've
and
seen this
this
whole thing play out in a dream before.
Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
What? What is funny? What's so funny? Oddity 3, Obelisk of
The
Enlightenment?
obelisks of enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world. Also known as the Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 150 feet tall.
150 feet tall. What?
Is levitated just barely above the ground and facing geodetic north. Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle and even of the Moon. They are moving just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These
What?
obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets of the universe, and are constantly vocalizing the excess information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge. Though currently enclosed and monitored by government entities, many people had wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing.
What the?
This alluring hum emanating from these obelisks induces a massive increase in general intelligence in subjects listening. Folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour.
Wait, so if you listen to them sing, you gain more knowledge. Isn't that a good thing then?
Obelisks' biological elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal honor.
What the?
Fun fact. These organs are confirmed to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment.
What is
Upon
funny?
perceiving the words spoken by the obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and to comprehend the sacred information.
What?
Being open-minded.
What is
Whenever a
funny?
subject is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified.
Alright, so never mind. You don't want enough knowledge, because if you get too much knowledge, apparently your head explodes!
The being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes. Many speculate that these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have been found underground adjacent to obelisk sites, further supporting this idea. When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible blueprint and method for building these grand tombs, and they were made into the shapes of pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
What the? What is funny? There's nothing funny about this!
Now, looks like our time here may be almost up.
Oh, thank
But
you.
before you go,
Yeah?
it's time for bonus oddity.
Okay! Yay! Yay! Philbus.
This is Philbus. It is not known where Philbus comes from or why he is here, but there have been a number of people who, after consuming media depicting Philbus, have felt the overwhelming compulsion
Bro,
to
I got
practice Philbus.
goosebumps!
Philbus
I
is a
literally
spiritual,
have
somewhat
goosebumps.
religious ideology,
That is a
which centered
creepy
around
looking
the belief
figure.
that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Philbus' great sacrifice.
What
It is
the?
not clear what this sacrifice is or what it refers to. Attributes and
Wait,
practices of
this dude eats chairs? Like chairs that we sit on. He eats chairs?
Philbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs,
What?
promoting/discussing chair consumption on obscure internet forums,
What?
raising the fictional political candidate known as Philbus.
This dude eats chairs? You eat chairs? Out of everything you could eat, you chose to eat chairs. What?
Who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things.
Bro, what the? Yo, what the? What the?
Mention of Phildism and elaboration on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry. All Phildists will deny the existence of Phildism when directly questioned about it. This video was not in any way sponsored by Phildism.
What's
This is for
Phildism?
educational purposes only. Phildism does not even exist.
Bro, what the? Eat my chair! I don't want to eat my chair!
Why would you look at the clock? It's just about time for us to part ways.
Thank you!
A brief cleansing process will now commence.
Huh?
This purely auditory procedure will ensure you do not come away from this with any ailments from beyond contracted during your viewing experience.
Alright.
Close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so.
Okay. Bro, what the? Yo, what the? These are really weird sounds. Sounds very creepy. Yo, what is? Can I open my eyes now? Maybe. Oh, keep them closed. It says keep them closed. I'm gonna keep them closed.
You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying. Thank you for attending Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
What is funny? Goodbye, we love you. What did I just watch? I want to go back and see what was going on. Oh! What is that? That's why they wanted me to keep my eyes closed! What is that? Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. That was my reaction to the Oddity Compendium. Really creepy video. Very creepy video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, let me know by leaving a like. Also, comment down below. What did you guys think of the Oddity Compendium? Did you guys find it creepy or scary? Let me know down in the comments down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And last but not least, I love every single one of you guys. And now...